Welcome back to the Sports Perspective TV viewers and subscribers. As always, thank you for tuning in. And if this is your first time coming across the channel or you haven't subscribed as yet, definitely hit that subscribe button. So, the West Indies are out. Unfortunately, they lost to South Africa in the match yesterday. It was a hard-fought match. So I'm gonna be going over the scores and also sharing a few thoughts as it relates to what caused the West Indies to lose. And yeah, so and also giving you the viewers an opportunity as well to share your thoughts as well, right? Um, so I'll start by saying this, right? I think the biggest moment in the match was the moment that Andre Russell got run out, right? The West Indies batting didn't do good, but Andre Russell looked as if he was going to allow the team. His batting was going to bring the team to a much higher total than we eventually got to. And that run out was very crucial. So I think that was probably the biggest moment in the match and what ended up costing us the game. So you, the viewers, let me know what you think was the biggest moment in the match, right? And yeah, so scores in the match: West Indies batting first. South Africa won the toss and chose to bowl, so West Indies batted first, and we were only able to get to 135 for 8 from our 20 overs. So batting did not perform well at all today. Um, you know, but the South African bowlers bowled well as well, but our batting needed to do better, needed to get some more runs on the board. So in our batting, so Kyle Mayers did come in for Johnson Charles. A lot of us as fans have been asking for Charles to be replaced and Myers to come in, and he did come in, and he scored 35 from 34. So just a little bit over on a ball, kind of similar to what Charles did, in the World Cup. So how effective was that change? Not that much effective, but in the context of the game and the context of the innings and not the score that the team made, his 35 runs was valuable, right? So he made 35 from 34 balls. Shai Hope, he got out first ball, right? He didn't score coming off the back of his brilliant half century. So Shai Hope got out early first ball. Then Nicholas Pooran, he only made 1 from 3, right? So the West Indies last 2 quick wickets. I think the score was about 5 for 2 when Nicholas Pooran got out. So got off to a shaky start. Roston Chase, he came in, he was a top scorer for the team. He made 52 from 42, right? So another brilliant innings by Roston Chase there. Him and Kyle Mayers did a brilliant job of bringing the team back after losing early wickets. I think after the power play, they were about 47 for 2. So Roston Chase, well done to you with your batting and your bowling as well. But I'll get to that in a few. Then Ravman Powell, he made 1. Sherford Rutherford, he didn't score either. Right? Andre Russell made 15 from 9. And like I mentioned earlier, it was that he got run out, right? Unfortunately, he got run out. At the moment when he got run out, he did have a bit of momentum, after hitting a few sixes, and it looked dangerous. People, he looked dangerous. Looked as if he was going to, take the battle to the South African bowlers, and there is no doubt in my mind. So he got out in the I think it was the 18th over with about 3 overs remaining. So the first ball of the 18th over, he got out. And there's no doubt in my mind that if Andre Russell had stayed there, didn't get run out, and had batted to the 20th over, the team would have at least scored an extra 20 runs on top of the total that we got to. And that right there, that extra 15 to 20 runs would have made the difference in the game. Right? But unfortunately, he got run out, and that it is what it is, right? So also Alzarri Joseph, he made 11, and Akil Hussein 6, and Gudakesh Motie was not out on 4, right? So those were the scorers for the West Indies. So as you can tell, not a lot to talk about from the batting apart from Chase and Myers, getting decent scores and Andre Russell. It's just unfortunate that he got run out, right? But so 135 for 8 it was. That was the total that South Africa had to defend. And our bowlers did fight. Our bowlers fought to the end. So I must give them credit, even though we are disappointed that the team lost. And there will be a lot of criticism and a lot of negative spoken about the team. Definitely have to be balanced and give credit where it's due as well. And our bowlers defending a small total definitely gave it their all and fought and made the game very interesting and gave us a chance to win the match. But unfortunately, the runs on the board there wasn't enough runs on the board for them to defend, right? So South Africa, they ended up getting to 127 for 4. The match was reduced to 17 overs due to rain, so they needed 123 of 17 overs, and they got to 124 for 7, right? Like I said, our bowlers bowled well. Roston Chase, can't speak enough about Roston Chase and just his brilliant all-round ability. His all-round performance. In this match, he was the pick of our bowlers in this match, right? So Roston Chase, from his 3 overs, he took 3 wickets for just 12 runs, right? So brilliant bowling by Roston Chase, and he got us back in the game, right? Andre Russell as well. A huge shout out to Andre Russell. I did say he needed to perform for the team with the bat, and he was doing that. Unfortunately, he got run out, but he stepped up with the ball and got us off to a good start in the South African innings, taking 2 early wickets to get the South Africans on the back foot. Taking the wickets off both openers, Quinton de Kock and Risa Hendricks. So Andre Russell got us off to a good start with his bowling. He ended up with 2 for 25 from his 4 overs. So brilliant bowling by Andre Russell. Also bowling well was Alzarri Joseph, right? So Alzarri Joseph, he got 2 for... So Russell got 2 for 19 from his 4, and Alzarri Joseph got 2 for 25 from his 4 overs, right? So it was brilliant bowling by Chase, Russell, and Alzarri to keep us in the game and give us a chance in the game. The other bowlers, though, so Akil Hussain, he bowled 3 overs for 31. So very expensive, Akil Hussain, and Gudakesh Motie, that over that Gudakesh Motie bowled was also a key moment in the game, right? He bowled 1 over for 20 runs. Heinrich Klaassen just took the Gudakesh Motie in that over, and that swung the game. That gave the South Africans a lot of momentum, but the West Indies were able to bring it back after Klaassen got out due to the brilliant bowling of Alzarri Joseph, Andre Russell, and Roston Chase. Alzarri and Russell bowling very economical, putting pressure on the South African batsmen, and Chase coming in bowling economical as well, taking the wickets, right? And it went down right to the last over. Obed McCoy as well was a bit expensive, so he bowled 1.1 overs for 15 runs. He was the second most expensive bowler from an economic standpoint, right? And he had the last over, right? So going into the last over, South Africans needed 5 from 6 balls, right? So you would expect any team to get that. But Jansen hit the first ball, and that was it. But it was tense, it was tight. Like I said, the bowlers fought, so we must give them credit and take the positives from this match, right? There will be a lot of criticism, of course, especially about the batters and the batting and the way they batted. But the positive that can be taken from the match is that our bowlers really stood up. At least Chase, Alzarri, and Russell, they really fought and gave us a chance in this match. Even in the field, Nicholas Pooran, he took a brilliant catch. And if you want to nitpick, right, that Chase's last over, where South Africa got 2, I think it was 2 buys of Chase's last over. You can say Nicholas Pooran should have taken that, that should have started that ball and not let it pass him for them to get runs. Also, if you want to talk about Nicholas Pooran missing a regulation catch of Alzarri that went for 5 wide. So you can nitpick at a few different things and say, okay, if they had done this, then this wouldn't have happened. But the main thing was that there wasn't enough runs on the board, right? And That was the main thing. And so the batting, the way the batters batted, was the main issue. You know, if they had just gotten 15 more runs on the board, it would have been a completely different game, right? Because the pressure was on the South Africans, but they held their nerve and they did what they needed to do to win the match. So I must say congratulations to the South African team on the way they played this match. They bowled well, and their batters did enough to get them over the line when it mattered most. So disappointed, you know, as I was saying and fan that the T20 World Cup campaign is over, but at the same time, looking forward, excited to see what the future holds. This team, you know, they did fight, you know, they played well for most of the World Cup, right? And you know, interestingly, coming into the World Cup, you know, we were saying our batting was our strength, our batting was our strength, and our bowling was too weak. And I think we can all agree that the bowling throughout the entire tournament, the bowlers did way better than we expected them to do. And even in this last game, it was the bowlers that gave us a fighting chance in the match, right? So huge shout out to our bowlers, and just looking for more improvement as the team continues in the future. You know, the team, they have climbed up in the rankings and they have been on a good run so far. Unfortunately, not winning the World Cup, but such is cricket, right? They didn't win. Now they just have to look forward and continue to build on the good things that they did, right? But that's all I have for you in this video, viewers and subscribers. As always, thank you for tuning in. Definitely like the video, share your thoughts in the comment section, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so as yet. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.